Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Intentionally Blank D&D. I'm your DM Kyle, and I'm joined by the lovely players Dakota, Levi, and Paisley.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi.
we're here.
Before we begin, do you guys have any announcements?
Negative. No one asked.
Something that we found out on last time, and we'd like to just bring to the attention of the Talespire team, if they are watching.
Which fingers point to like they are maybe, but unconfirmed.
Up for debate, but
Yeah, I mean, if they
Off to the
were
side of the
watching,
screen.
they would definitely want to, pay us to, talk good about their game.
Oh yeah.
Wink,
and also
wink.
Kyle, I'm not sure if we're on the right page on the stream.
What do you mean?
Okay, it might have just been too far behind.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait,
what
I
were
was
you
still
saying,
on the
Dakota?
others. Give me a second. I'm trying to pull up our stream to make sure we're actually
Okay.
seeing
I
what
have
we
it
should
pulled
be.
up too.
Okay, we're good. So if we pull up I'm going to make sure I have a fresh little dragon here.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Okay. So normal dragon, right? If you take the normal dragon and you do the status effect, knock down, it's about where it should be.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
right. This.
But if you take a dragon that has been resized, and this has been the case for a lot of, pretty much every creature that we've tried, and you do the same status effect, this one's hovering off the ground a bit. Now, it doesn't really matter too much for the dragon, but then if you go smaller, it falls into the ground. Another thing that I noticed is when I signed in this morning, this dragon is laying off to its side, whereas if you knock it down, they lay on their back. Not sure why that is, but if you
Yeah.
bring it back and then knock it back down, it does the same thing.
Yeah, and then the biggest thing we were noticing it with during the last session was with the crows. When you knock
I'll pull up a
them
new
down.
crow. I'll pull up a
Okay.
new crow real quick so we can see the full comparison of it.
Okay.
So a normal crow, right next to the big crow.
Mhm.
Do a knockdown on that. It's fine. It's right on the ground. But next to it is this giant crow. Go ahead, Kyle.
Status knockdown. And it goes I think 60 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
185.
185 feet in the air. I don't think this is intended.
Yeah.
But it happens with other things as well, such as the little giant here. I'm pretty sure this one is the normal one. He lays down flat
Mhm.
on his back. This is the large one. He kind of uses the rest plate as a pillow if he were to be possessed. And then the tiny one uses it for his feet as he sinks into the ground. So it's happening across multiple things. Just wanted to bring this to Talespire team's attention.
If they are watching.
Most of the time it doesn't matter, but for the case of something really small that you make giant, it makes them fly 180 feet into the air.
Yeah,
All right.
we'd probably.
So yeah, that was pretty much the big thing. Talespire's been doing a lot of stuff in the back end, making things work a little bit better. They did stuff with encounters, but we don't use their encounter tracker. So
Oh, multi-tool delete.
yeah, multi-tool has been very helpful.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys have?
Don't think so.
Then last time on D&D, the favored few continued their travel from Kesdon to Ventento. I will pull up a map. They continued their trek from Kesdon to Ventento. They started to run into a bit of a storm as they traveled, and attempting to avoid the storm, they took the crossroads north towards Hovet. After about a half day's travel, they decided that they were far enough away from the storm and it was starting to let off. I believe you guys took a rest there. And then in the morning, or was it there that you guys fought?
Where?
When you're halfway to Hovet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. So, as you guys were traveling to Hovet, the storm seemed to start to settle, but then pick back up as the storm seemed to change direction. You guys settled down for the night when a couple of you heard the flapping of wings above you as a dark mist started setting in. You guys stealthily rose the rest of your party, put the fire to a dull ember, and prepared for an attack. Thankfully, you guys started preparing as a storm eagle appeared, hovering above the camp. Blanche took the initiative and started to track it out into the open as Hoovel sniped it down with one arrow. But this drew in the rest of the four. After a pretty one-sided battle, I'd say you guys did very well in it. Some of the Storm Eagles went down. The others tried to escape. A couple of the ones that were trying to escape also went down. And you guys were safe for the rest of the night. You did collect some parts off of it after contacting Arnak and trying to see like what he would want from the Storm Eagles. And you collected some feathers, eyes, and then you kept one full body, minus the wings.
Yeah, yep. You remove the wings. I attach them to my back so I can fly now.
That's not true, but
That's how it works.
but continuing on, you guys traveled back
That's part
south.
of my race, Kyle.
It is not.
I can graft things onto my body and just use them.
What?
That would be super cool.
That would be
yeah.
really cool. But
Somebody
the next morning,
make that character.
Somebody homebrew this for us.
Especially if it like kept a bit of its Stormcrow essence, so it's like a once every long rest you create a storm around yourself or something.
Whoa,
That would be cool.
and you take on stuff? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I might have to do something with that. But anyway,
I was like, you guys are about to meet someone new.
you guys woke up the next morning, traveled back along the path you had taken. So
Is
you
his
got
name gonna
back.
be Godric?
Godric.
The Grafted?
Yeah. You
That's
guys
from
got
Elden.
back to the
Oh,
crossroads,
I missed it.
and then continued along your original path towards Ventento. Reaching the crossroads, you ran into a bounty hunter that went by the name... what was his name? Oh, Pharrell. And he was looking for a person named Rothar, a humanoid grizzly bear. You guys had known about this, but decided not to share that you knew about Rothar. And Pharrell wished you safe travels, offered their services. You guys gave him, I believe, the bird. Or at least some rations. Wished you farewell and told you that he would be in Kesdon, and then you pointed him towards like Hafnar or like the
Yeah,
southern east part of the continent.
just away from Kesdon.
Yeah. And then you guys did travel a bit, and then settled down for the night. Where you decided to settle down, you ran across a sign on the side of the road.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
friend we wanted to leave be. What was his name?
You ran into a sign that said, "This land belong Olar."
Oh yeah, it's Olar.
And
Oh yeah, it's for Omar.
He doesn't say words good, so you know he's like super strong.
but doing some scouting, I believe it was Hoovel who went out and looked over, and it seemed to be a small stronghold of a few orcs, kind of just messing around, pushing each other, roughhousing, not moving towards you guys' position, but close enough that you guys heard them roughhousing and having like a orc party banquet type thing. But you guys settle down for the night. Nothing of importance happens during the night.
Blanche pooped.
Blanche pooped for like technically like 6 hours because it was a weird during his watch. But you guys do all get a full rest, and you wake up early next morning. What are you guys going to do?
I did also leave Omar a note and some salted meats.
Right.
I do kind of remember that. Yeah.
But in the morning, I start packing up camp.
Okay.
Get the horses ready and ask if anybody else has any business before we head off.
No business here, I don't think.
Okay. Then after we get the cart all packed up, I'm going to start driving the cart, but I'm going to make it very loud.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the horses like whinnying a lot and clomping real loud as we start heading out. I want to draw attention this way as we're leaving.
Okay. Like right away, you want to draw attention from like Olar, or
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I want him to know that I left him a care package.
Okay. And then, so you're driving, if you'd like to roll animal handling. And then, Hoovel and Asher, what are you guys doing?
Oh, it's not great. It's a 5. They'd probably be loud even if I didn't want them to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be looking at them like.
Or because I'm trying to make them loud, they're like the quietest they've ever been.
No, they're pretty loud. And I'll say just with that roll, as you're trying to like make them loud, you kind of get them more riled up than you were hoping, and they're a little hard to maneuver for the first part of the day.
There you go. Give him a little snack.
Nice.
Oh.
What the heck?
But Hoovel, Asher, are you guys riding the cart or doing something else?
I'm gonna be riding in the cart.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll like get to my perch, take out my bow, and
We're all squeezed
keep
in.
my head on a swivel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be looking around like, what the heck? Who are you trying to get the attention of? Like,
Okay.
looking
I
around.
mean, it just looks like the horses aren't behaving.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe
Point of
because
fact,
the horses are also not
as you
behaving.
guys start pulling away from the crossroads, heading towards your destination, leaving the salted meats and note in front of the sign, making quite a large amount of sound, Asher, on the wind, with all this sound happening around you, you hear this distinct voice. Oh, well, that wasn't very fun.
Oh no. Heck. Okay.
But you guys
If I
continue on.
Yeah.
If one of you guys would like to roll on the encounter table.
Who did it last time?
I will. Is it a D20?
Yep.
No, it's D4.
3.
Oh, it's an awful roll.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight a dragon. Yeah, sounds fun.
I don't know,
Let's do
as
it.
long as it's interesting.
Okay. And then you guys would be going from this way. You guys travel for a bit of time, but you eventually come across a crossroads. And looking at your map, you do see that this is probably it is the last crossroads that you guys will come across during your travel. Oops.
Is this a bard warlock?
As you guys come to the crossroads, you can see it's a larger junction than the others. This one looks to be like made so people can rest at it, kind of like hitch up for a bit. And you just see a guy, looks like he's set up camp a bit, just strumming on his guitar or lute.
No, he's got an electric guitar.
Yeah. But it's not like connected to anything. He doesn't
Yeah, he
have
doesn't-
any
he doesn't
electricity,
have
so
an
it's just
amp.
like that like electric guitar but no amp.
One sec, guys. Be right back.
But yeah.
Right, we get someone to talk to.
I know.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna pull the cart off to the side for a second, like over here.
Okay.
Actually, like over here. No, I'm kidding. This is fine.
Okay.
I just wanted you to be annoyed for a second.
Thank you.
Yep, I got you. I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna go read the signs because I don't remember where I'm supposed to go.
Okay. So, as you read the southern sign, you see Ventento.
Okay. So I'm guessing this one will
And
say
That's
Hobbit.
Hobbit, yeah.
Okay.
And then to the
Oh.
right would be it says Kesdon Civitag.
Okay. So this is the point after where the road to Hobbit went up and then came back down.
Yeah. So what happened was that you guys traveled across some plains.
We just passed the mountains then, right?
Yeah, you moved across the mountains, and then there's like a forest to the north of the mountains. And you guys have now gotten on the other side of the mountains, and you're traveling south towards Ventento, kind of along the mountain path, slightly away from it.
Okay. I'm just trying to pass time until Paisley's
I
back so
know.
she can do the talking. Then I'm gonna pull out the map
Okay.
and I want to look at the map and based off of like where we're at, can I find out how long we are away from Pentento?
You are probably 2 days away.
Okay.
If you really push your guys self through the night, it would probably be like a day and a fourth. And then if you guys ran into anything super terrible and took longer, then it might be closer to like 2.5 days. But at a normal pace, it would be 2 days.
Okay. It's still quite a ways away, but it's like a straight shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's a straight shot, but there's no more crossroads. There's no more like directions that you guys need. It's kind of like, yep, Ventento, just follow the path.
Okay.
Hey, I'm back.
Hello.
Then I come back and I share that information. I'm like, looks like we need to head south from here. And I point to the road that we need to take. And I say, it's about a 2 days travel.
Okay.
If we wanted to push it, we might be able to make it faster, but
Yeah. We should be okay on rations to do so. So, we should just keep on going at our pace.
okay.
Then do you guys continue on?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Along your
For sure, Paisley would want to talk to the bard.
Mm-hmm. I thought you already talked to him.
Nope.
Oh, goodbye, Bard.
Along your next leg of the journey, you guys travel along this pretty straight road, and then about another hour into travel, so still pretty like midday, you guys see kind of like a ramshackle put together shed off to the side of the road. And I will pull you. You're not actually this close, but the board itself isn't very large.
Oh.
You see a very rundown, put together thing. It's hard to even describe. Damn.
As we start approaching, I'm like,
Yeah, so I would say you guys do see this from a ways off, probably around like 500 feet.
okay. But as we start approaching, I'm like, do you think this is by design? Do you think
Oh.
they're okay in there?
I think I'm wondering if they just really, really want people to stay out. Okay.
I'm gonna stop the car
Okay. The 500 feet away, or as you get closer?
as we get close.
Okay. So you want to stop at about like this distance?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. As you get close, and you stop the cart, you hear from inside. Don't come any closer! Walk around the dirt! You won't be taking it from me!
Oh, I knew it.
Well, now I'm curious what it is.
Yeah. I hop off the cart like, oh.
As you start approaching, you hear, I said don't come closer!
Oh, jeez. We're just passing through. We're looking at the state of your home. We're wondering if you were all right up in there. Don't worry, we don't want to take anything at all.
Make a persuasion or deception check, your choice, depending on what you actually believe.
No.
I'm gonna pull the cart off to the side. You don't have to move it. I'm just
Okay.
doing it just so it's like off of the road.
Yeah.
And then while she's talking to him, I'm gonna step underneath this tree.
Okay. Yeah. And you are in shadows.
And I want him to hide.
Okay. Go for it.
1 second. I didn't have my
So
character sheet up,
26.
26, you feel hidden.
so love that.
And then about the time that it would come back for me to be able to do something, I want to do something while she's
Okay.
talking.
Yeah, so Asher, if you want to say anything else, or if you actually want to roll your persuasion or deception.
Rolling that. Just had to find my
Yeah.
my sheet. Have it
And
up
then
now.
Hoovel, if you want to be doing anything during this time.
I'm just
definitely
gonna.
want to do persuasion. That's a +9.
Were you actually trying to persuade him, though? Or are you trying to deceive him, saying that you're not wanting to take anything?
Oh no, I'm really not trying to take anything.
Okay, cool.
We were just wondering, yeah, if he was like crushed up in there. Kind of checking him out, I guess. Nice. That's 26.
Okay. You hear, Dib is all right. I am okay. You won't take it.
Hmm.
Around this point, would I be able to take a...
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to shadow jump.
Okay.
To behind the building.
Okay. Yep. And you step out.
And I want to look through the door of this window.
Okay.
Oh, it actually worked too. I can see him in there.
Nice. So yeah, through the window, you see a goblin with kind of like red, not leather, just kind of like ripped up cloth across him. But you do see, as he's like head pressed up against the opposite window, looking out towards the road, you see he's like on the hip holding a like slightly larger dagger that looks to be almost like onyx with a silver secondary color to it, and he seems to be gripping it very tightly.
Okay, I was just about to ask, is this the... Does it look like he's like coveting this item?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep his attention. What do you guard so fiercely, friend? This is a rather makeshift base you have here. I'm like slowly getting closer.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Damn it! I was worried this would be the case. Whoop. Oh man. It's gonna get me. It's a +6. So, that's 8, 9, 10, 14.
Okay, 14. As you step closer, you take one step and then feel underneath you like the ground somewhat give away, and you're like, oh, that was weird. And then the land around you seems to turn into almost a slide, as everywhere along this like dirt just collapses and creates like a funnel that's going directly to the middle.
What the heck?
Just off of the dirt.
So
And
I fall.
yeah, you fall into what looks to be a like a metal cage filled with leaves at the bottom.
I yell up at him. You're a scrappy fellow, eh?
And you hear from up above, as Blanche, you see him kind of jump with like joy, and then like click his feet as he runs to the opposite side of the house.
Okay.
This guy's gonna eat me. I got a bad vibe here that maybe I'm gonna be food.
And I'm assuming this is a fireplace.
Yeah, there's like a bit of a flame going with the.
How much light do those produce?
I'll
Is it-
say right now, it wouldn't be going since he's not
Okay,
cooking anything. So technically, it's a fireplace, but there's no flame, so it would be dark on the inside.
Okay. As soon as I hear like this whole contraption,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
crumbling.
it's very loud. It's like you hear like one stick.
Rubble and dirt and
Yeah,
everything.
you
just
hear
falling.
like one stick break, and then just like a cacophony of like sticks breaking, wood cracking, stones being pushed across, and it's like everything just crumbles and all the dirt falls into the cage.
Okay. Then I'm going to shadow jump inside.
Okay.
I'm like, come down here. Let's talk about this. I'm still not trying to steal from you, friend.
Yeah, and as you're saying that, you can see him kind of like giddily running into the room that you're in, across some leaves, not being quiet, like crunching of orange leaves, as he kind of comes around the cage. And as he runs by, he kind of like swipes his hands along the bars, making sounds as he goes, and then sits down on what looks to be a throne with a animal skull on top of it, and is kind of like kicking his feet excitedly.
I'm going to, as quietly as I can, avoiding making noise across the leaves and everything.
And I'll
follow.
say, not to interrupt you, but Hoovel, point of fact, from where you are right now, you would be able to see him in his chair.
I would immediately fire a shot.
Okay.
Wait. I still don't know what his bit is, though.
I'm curious.
I don't want to kill him yet.
He's
What?
dead.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Probably.
So I'm gonna add a chosen, what the chosen foe thing. which
Favorite
I
foe?
can't- Yeah, there we go.
Mhm.
Favorite foe. Oh gosh, darn it! Top. So
Levi,
top.
you should, like, kiss your mic when you're talking. You sound
Like, physically.
I mean, it's right next to my mouth.
Oh, ASMR, but it's just kisses. I'd sign up.
So yeah, you would roll. It's a crit because he hasn't gone yet. Sneak attack, favored foe, and just your normal damage.
35 points of damage.
All right.
And
So
then I
yeah,
get my second attack.
Asher, as you're trying to get a grip on what his bit is, and Blanche, you quietly make your way around the corner, across the leaves. Even though you're walking across the leaves, it's very quiet. As you turn the corner, you see him kicking, and kind of like giddily toying with Asher in the cage, which is, point of fact, a 5 foot or 6 foot tall cage. So you can almost just jump it.
It's a fence.
Yeah, it's a
Your hand is
fence.
big. Yeah.
But as you come around the corner, you see thunk, arrow stick right
into the chair.
right into the chest, pinning him to the chair, and just immediately go slack.
Oh, I
Mew.
have a second attack. But okay.
I
As
turn
soon as
back
I-
towards Hoovel. Damn you!
As soon as he does that, I'm going to jump, shadow jump to his location.
Okay.
Can I crawl up over the fence?
Yeah, it's very easy to do so because it's
Yeah,
it's not even like vertically cylinder fence. It does have like the bars there, so you can
Yeah,
easily
like,
climb out.
And then when I get there, I'm going to take the dagger that he was holding.
Okay.
You reckon this is the only thing he was hiding?
Blanche, as you
I don't know.
pull the dagger, you can immediately tell that it is magical.
Oh.
Uh,
Hey, wait. I might have something for this. Do I?
You do have identify, I believe.
Yeah.
I have
Uh,
identified.
yeah, Blanche,
I
as you
never-
pull it, it kind of like has this like creeping fog around it that starts to coalesce and then like disperses as you hold it. And you're like, oh, yep, this is magical.
Well, sounds promising.
Let me see that. Let me see that. I hold out my hand.
I hand it to her as
Okay.
I search this area. In
Make
case
a
there's-
wisdom saving throw, Blanche.
Ooh. Ooh.
He's got tricks.
What?
You got a 10.
Why did you roll?
Because he said both of us, I
Nope,
thought.
it's just Blanche.
Blanche.
Oh, okay.
It's a 12.
You don't need this identified. It's cool.
Okay. No,
What?
no,
You don't really need to hand it over.
no.
I kind of like cock an eyebrow at him. Okay, buddy. Okay, you keep it then. I'm beginning to understand the bit. Looking around this room, do I see anything else? I'm kind of doing a lap real quick.
After doing a lap, you see what looks to be some beds that had been used, but maybe not for a while. And really the only other thing in here is a box. So if you want to go and check the box.
Check the box.
Yeah, as you open it up, you see a bunch of semi-decayed skulls.
Goblin, I underestimated you.
Yeah,
You
different
did have tricks.
different variations of decay. It seems like some of them are like white boned, while some still have like smidges of flesh on them, while some of them seem to be very fresh and like recognizable skull like heads.
Kyle,
I pat
one,
the box. I'm like,
one
that's just
question.
fine.
Yeah.
Can ignore that.
does it matter that I'm wearing gloves?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go
I
back
mean, like,
upstairs.
yeah, it doesn't. Physically, you could give it up. It's just, this is now your dagger. It's cool.
No, I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. I was just curious if, like, physical touch, like, if I had wrapped it in a cloth, would the same thing have happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Because I just wanted you to
upstairs-
know that I was also wearing
Mhm.
gloves in case
Yeah,
it
it's
mattered.
it's more so ownership rather than physical touch.
Okay.
Okay.
Upstairs, what else is in here? Nothing?
Upstairs, you do see a few more daggers, but these seem to be more mundane daggers, just scattered about. And then you do see some mystery meat in the pot. And then you do see a bundle of arrows.
Yeah, that's human. I ain't touching that food, and I'm not an archer, so I'm out of here.
Okay.
How do we get out?
Yeah, as you guys get out the front door, seems to be a lot of what are these called?
Oh, these palisades?
Palisades, yeah.
Well, that was easy. I just shadow jump underneath the tree.
Okay. Yeah, and as you kind of look around, it looks like there was a structure here, and then over time, bits and pieces have been added to it to just like layer on top of it more and more protection.
Anybody have an axe?
You technically can like kind of just push them aside and squeeze through without hurting
Okay.
yourself if
They're
you
not,
really
like,
want.
Or
super
she could
sharp.
just use her broom of flying.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could also use that.
I guess I just fucking pop up on that and whiz my way over.
All right.
And then I go back to the cart and sit on it.
Okay.
Now, what to do about this hole?
Oh, I say we go around it. I guess there's a well-placed rock and stump.
We could probably fit through here if we take our time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think we need a fire axe. It'd be a little bit more comfortable if this tree was gone.
Yeah. See-
I slowly make my way around.
Okay.
Me reaching for the
Alright.
dagger. I'm not trying to
Um,
steal from you. I'm trying to
And
help
then Blanche, I'll say as you guys travel and you get more accustomed to this dagger and you kind of like are testing it out, you notice it's much easier to swing and you feel you can hit things much easier with it. It is a +2 dagger, but on top of that, as you throw it, you kind of throw it on the ground and it immediately returns to your hand.
Oh shit!
So it's
Returning
a +2 dagger of returning.
That's so fucking good for the assassination.
Wow!
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to ever throw this.
You can totally throw it. It's just It's gonna come back to you though.
Yeah, but then it would be not on my person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty much you don't want to give this to anyone, but using it is totally good.
Okay.
But you wouldn't want to like put it away somewhere. And this is your weapon. You want to use
I'm going
this.
to put it away somewhere. I'm going to put it into my fucking arm blade.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's the perfect spot for it.
Yeah, so while we're traveling, I'm just like, I pull out the short sword that I applied in there,
Mm-hmm.
and painfully I apply this new one. Actually, I don't know if it would be painful to apply a new weapon. I think it was the device itself that was painful.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable to get the implant, but actually putting
Yeah.
stuff in there is just easy as like click, click.
Okay,
While
yeah,
you're
then I do
fishing
that.
with that, I can take the horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like grab the reins a little bit. And I'm like,
Asher, if you want to roll
redemption.
animal handling.
Here I go. These are never good for me. Nice. All right. My animal handling is a +2, so that's an 11.
Nice, slightly above average.
Yeah.
So yeah, you continue on, taking the reins. You guys continue along the path for a while longer. This was just before midday that you guys got here, and you travel along the road for a few hours. If you guys would like to do anything during that time, other than replacing your arm blade and everything like that.
Let's see. I cast my armor.
You cast your armor.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the
Mage
next
armor.
8 hour.
Yeah. I forgot to earlier.
So for the next 8 hours, you feel more imbued with protection.
Heck yeah.
As shadows swirl around you in an armory sense.
In an armory sense.
I'm not going to be doing anything but testing out the dagger.
Okay.
Does it have its normal 20-foot range?
Yeah, it's a normal dagger otherwise.
Okay.
And I'll make a thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'll put that a little more back. But as you guys are traveling, you come across a river.
It dried up.
Nope, I'm setting it.
You know, you could have just added the water into here.
Yeah. I made this before.
Yeah. It is pretty cool that we could just add the water into here now.
Yeah, and I have done that to some boards.
Nice.
Okay. And there. Nice. So yeah, you guys are traveling along the road, heading south. As you come across a river with a large stone bridge across it. As you approach the bridge, and I'm assuming cross it.
Yeah, Paisley's driving.
Yep.
Oops.
We're crossing it.
Okay. As you round the corner, you can see a broken down cart.
Okay.
Why is this barrel filled with poop?
Is it?
You know, it's peanut butter. It's just a lot.
That's a lot of peanut butter.
But yeah, as you come around the corner, you're like, ooh, there's a cart on the side of the road. And then as you come across the bridge, you're like, that is a very broken cart. And about halfway across the bridge,
It's a troll. We have to answer their question.
No. I hate questions.
I hate questions.
The answer.
One of the horses is just like, fuck this.
Apparently. Jeez.
He's like, I'm riding the cart.
About halfway across the bridge, you see what was hidden behind some trees. A large ogre sitting, kind of like with a full barrel off of this cart in hand, and then dumps it into its mouth. Looks like to be some sort of liquid.
It's like peanut butter.
Oh.
Yes, very, very liquidy peanut butter. Pours out of the barrel and into its mouth.
Yikes! I
and-
yanked
That's
the.
just diarrhea.
And as most of it drops out in one big plop, it kind of like uses its finger and gets the rest of the peanut butter from the barrel. But yeah, as of right now, it's just kind of doing its thing. But as you guys approach, it starts to drink this barrel, and then shake it a little bit, and then turns towards your direction.
As he turns towards our direction, I tell Asher, tell him we have an offering for him, and I point towards the carcass that we have,
Oh.
and see if he'll let us pass.
Okay. I hop up on my broom then.
Okay.
Ba-da-bum. Oh there, ogre. I have a gift for you. In exchange for allowing us to pass.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's a +9, so 22.
22.
22. You see him kind of like intrigue, still holding this barrel, crushes it with one hand,
Like
and then like
against his forehead, like a beer can.
I was thinking like just in his fist, and then he kind of like just lets the bits of wood fall out as he stands up, and then lumbers in your direction.
As he's approaching, I drag the bird carcass.
Yeah,
Forward.
and as it starts approaching, the horses are going fucking crazy,
Hmm.
especially since the driver is no longer harnessing them.
Oh yeah.
I tell Hoovel, watch my back and calm the horses as I drag the body out.
Oh, me to come? Okay.
And then
You're the other one on the cart now.
point of fact, so while all this is happening, Hoovel, if you want to roll animal handling.
Yeah.
Well, what's the fact?
Point of fact, as you guys are now closer to this ogre,
10.
okay, it's difficult, but you're keeping them together. This ogre is indeed an ogre, but it's kind of covered in like these super broken down like swords and shields. And the swords aren't like poking out or anything, they're just like laid flat across it, tethered
Like he's
together.
using swords as armor.
Yeah, he's using swords and shields, all like brutally damaged, and look to be almost unusable, but he's patched them together to create kind of an armor.
Hmm.
They call this the Smith's mail.
But he lumbers forward, and you're holding the bird.
The plucked storm eagle
Mhm.
bird. Yeah.
Okay. And he reaches down and grabs the bird, and then like takes a bites off the head immediately, and just starts crunching. You can hear like all the bones and everything inside of the skull just crunching in its mouth. And as it's standing there, it doesn't seem to be really paying attention to you guys, as it's just kind of crunching on this, eating it like a burrito.
just like I feel like he just took a burrito, threw the tortilla away, and is holding all the insides.
Pretty much. Like it's messy. He's getting just blood all over him.
I give him like a little like bow as I head back to the cart.
Okay. Then Asher, what are you doing?
Well, I'm also dipping out. He seems to maybe be compliant, so I go back to the cart on my broom.
Okay.
I suppose Are you already grabbing the carcass? If not...
We've already delivered the carcass. He's eating the carcass.
Oh, I thought he was eating something else.
No, he's eating the carcass like a burrito.
Oh, okay. Well, I take the reins again. Probably not the best idea, since we're still gonna have to get around him and all of this shit. Yeah. We are going to try and proceed forward.
Okay. As you proceed forward, as you proceed forward, and you guys pass, he's eating this carcass with one hand. As you guys pass, he reaches out to grab the barrel off of your cart as well.
What
I'm
is
driving.
in said barrel?
Is that our salted meats?
In the barrel is your guys' water.
All of our water, or just some of our water?
All of the water that was given to you for the journey.
Besides what's in our water skin.
Yeah, whatever you guys have on you is your guys' stuff, but that is the water that was given to you by the general.
No fuck. It's a 2-day journey still?
It's probably another day after this. This is starting to get afternoon.
If I see him reaching, I'm gonna shoot back a look at Hoovel. Just let him take it.
We can't fight the ogre? Come on.
You do not want to fight that semi-armored ogre. It's not a good day.
Alright. Who will look all like disappointed and feathers a little ruffled,
Oh.
looking down in deep disappointment.
Then yeah, as it takes another bite of the bird, it like pops the top of the barrel off, and then just dumps the remainder of it, which is about like half a barrel's worth.
When we get closer to here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump in front of the cart. I'm gonna check these barrels
Okay.
really quickly.
Okay.
Do any of them have anything in them?
You see a few that are strewn, kind of like thrown, look to be have like already taken, but the few that are still standing look to be pretty full.
Of water?
They're sealed, so you don't really know exactly what's in them.
If I shake it, is it liquid?
Yeah, it's liquid though.
I'm gonna throw one into the cart and keep going.
Okay. So yeah,
And if I could do it without him seeing
yeah, I was
me-
just gonna say if you want to roll a stealth check, just to do that.
Nat 20.
Nice, yeah. And it's like a difficult task, but you kind of like get momentum as you're shadow jumping, or not shadow jumping, but jumping off the cart, and then hoisting the barrel up onto the cart as it's going by. So yeah, you guys have barrel of liquid.
As we're going, I'm gonna pop the top of the barrel, see what's in it.
Okay. I'll
It's
say
wine!
yeah, it's mead barrel.
Ah, jeez.
Looks like we're gonna have a fun last 2 days.
Yeah. Man.
Or if anything, we can sell it when we get to town.
Oh, so true. Oh, so true. We won't die of dehydration in a single day. We good?
All
Good
right.
thing I kept that carcass.
Yeah, right?
Totally should have fought him.
Oh, I was about to. When he reached for that barrel, I was like, dagger.
Hello?
I just want to like cut off his thumb.
But you guys continue on into the forest, heading more south, and eventually the day begins to turn into sunset.
Nice.
Are you guys continuing into the night, or are you setting up shop for the night?
Perhaps we set up camp. There's no need to push it. We have some mead.
Okay. So as you guys travel, it becomes sunset. You guys set up camp. I will just throw down some tent. We have a lean-to, and then a couple bedrolls.
Wait. Why are there starfish under this?
It was a beach, and I changed it to be forest.
I clicked the tent
Mhm.
and I saw starfish rise and then fall back into the
Oh,
ground.
yeah, it was originally a beach side.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
The horses are sleeping with us.
A dream.
Crazily, that's illegal.
What? No, I meant like people taking naps in pastures and stuff with like horses. Peaceful as balls.
All right. Who would like to roll on the night encounter table?
I'll do it this time. Come on. Yes, 18. Let's fucking go.
Okay. So who's taking first watch?
Paisley is not because she drove the horse.
Oh, yay. Okay,
Oh,
I
I
can curl
will.
up and for some napping.
Okay. Roll a perception check then.
Perception. 17. Or 16.
Okay. So yeah, throughout the night, seems pretty tame. You do notice that the air is starting to get more crisp at night than it has been. It has been really warm, but now it's like, ooh, I'm getting a little chilly.
Is that unusual?
I'll say with you, it's just end of summer.
Okay.
Starting to transition into fall. And you've noticed it a little bit with the leaves falling off the trees.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
my sailorness that really knows this.
You're not a sailor.
No, oh god.
But yeah, it's just transitioning into fall. So
Okay.
nothing out of the ordinary. You do notice during your watch, you do like a round, and off to the side of where you guys set up camp, you do notice that there is a cave.
Oh. Um. I am going to sneak up to the side of the cave, like right here,
Okay.
and look inside.
Okay.
How far back? I can see to about here.
Okay. Uh,
So I can
So-
see pretty much the entirety of the cave.
yeah.
Do I see anything inside of it?
Is that within 60 feet the back of the cave?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so from right
Uh,
here, I can see to there.
Okay. Yeah. Inside the cave, you see two sleeping bears, kind of curled around a third smaller sleeping bear.
Oh, okay. With that, I'm going to head back to camp quietly
Mm-hmm.
and leave them be, but I'm going to continue to watch that direction.
Okay. Yeah, the remainder of your watch goes without issue. You keep an eye on that cave, but you start feeling the call of sleep.
I wake full up
Okay, Hoovel.
and I give him the warning
Okay,
of the bears.
okay. So Hoovel, you are woken up for your part of the watch with the knowledge that there is a cave, like 60 feet away from you guys that has two grown bears and one baby bear in it.
Oh, okay. I'll just go on my watch, making sure to keep a special eye out on that area.
Okay, make a perception check.
$18.
So yeah, you also notice the colder weather. As you are woken up, you're kind of like sleeping with maybe like the bedding off a bit as it's been very warm. But you wake up and you feel like, oh, your arms are actually like that morning cold. So you kind of like sit by the fire for the first bit of your watch, trying to warm yourself back up. But your watch goes without issue. You keep an eye on that cave. Nothing of interest seems to happen. Do you ever walk over to the cave to look inside, or do you just keep an eye on it?
No, I just keep an eye on it.
So yeah, nothing of interest. But again, you kind of feel the end of your watch coming along.
Okay, then I'm gonna wake up the next person and do their watch.
All right, Asher, you are woken up. Do you also let her know about the cave? Hoovel?
Yep.
Okay.
I do.
So Asher, you're woken up, given the information that there's a cave, 3 bears inside. One of them is a kid, 60 feet away from you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of keep I'm like by the campfire, but still watching that general direction.
Okay. Yeah, and similar to the other two, you're starting to feel fall as well. Roll a
Starting-
perception check.
Feel followed? Is that what you just said?
You're starting to feel the effects of fall.
Oh, okay.
Just like the crispness in the air.
My perception would be +4, so 22.
Okay. Yeah. Aside from seeing your breath, sitting by the fire, you have to kind of keep the fire going a little bit more as the like midnight dew is starting to coalesce around you guys. But yeah, the horses seem to be very calm. You keep watch of the cave. You're not. Are you going over there at all, or are you just keeping watch?
Just keeping watch. Those
Okay.
bears can mind their business.
Yeah.
We'll mind our business if they mind theirs.
Okay. Yeah, and they seem to be sleeping in there. You keep an eye on the cart that's up by the road, and it's also been stayed away from. No one seems to have messed with anything.
Nice.
But yeah, it's your watch goes by without any issue. Seems to be a pretty laxed watch.
Yeah.
Um,
Feeling lax.
yeah, at the end of your watch, or maybe like an hour before the end, you do hear on the wind. Now that day was a little bit more fun, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That's what I like to see. More of that would be nice.
I rub my hands over the flame. This was a good day. It's a good day. I'm weirded out by that deck. I'm weirded out by that. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay comfy, but have my eyes about me.
Okay. All right. But yep, the morning sun begins to rise. You wake up the remainder of your compatriots, and you guys start packing up and setting out for the new day. Who is driving the cart for this day?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you can roll animal handling, nice.
Oh, you handle him. Show him who's boss.
And then
Basically, that's illegal.
if someone can give me a roll on the encounter table, which is just a d20.
That was a D8.
Nope.
Oval, you do it.
To the what now?
You roll it. D20.
Oh, okay.
I have elected you.
Vol.
What? It's a lucky number, 7.
Yeah.
Means we're gonna get the dragon.
No.
No, it's the Tarrasque.
Ah.
It's even better.
It's a Tarrasque with beholders for eyes.
Oh dang. That's
They
terrifying.
have like a weird symbiotic relationship.
Well, the beholder's
Creepy.
magic wouldn't work on the Tarrasque.
Oh, that's extremely terrifying.
That is kind of terrifying.
Yeah,
Kyle's like, making notes.
it's a Tarrasque, but one of its eyes are gouged out and replaced with a beholder.
Whoa.
And then on the other eye is a giant eye patch.
It's a giant eye patch. It's just this entire tent.
Oh yeah.
Nailed it. Just like the horses.
Stop.
It ain't weird unless you're thinking it's weird. I meant like
Kyle.
No, I meant like phrasing.
No, it's
wise.
you. You're the one. You
Fucking
guys.
horses is only weird if you think it's weird, Kyle.
No, you just take it weird. That's like,
Yeah, I'd take a horse weird too. Wouldn't sit
man.
right afterwards either.
no.
All right. So
No.
mid-morning, you guys are traveling, and off in the distance you see a large tent, obviously man-made, and then across the road what looks to be like
Saying that like elves couldn't make this.
a small barricade, and
Okay, that's good because we did see some bears back there.
as you approach, you see a person in the garb come out and kind of like wave you guys down.
Asher, get that travel pin ready
Okay, I pull out my pin.
Okay.
and explodes.
No.
She was actually a grenade.
I make sure to get like stealthily get ready with my bow just in case.
Okay.
What is Asher over there?
Because she was moving herself while I was moving everyone. Okay. But yeah, you guys come to a stop at the gate, and it's not really like a gate, it's just wood across two barrels, but Blanche, I'll say with your passive, you can see that just past the barrels are some spiked wood, so if someone does try to just run past the barricade, their horses would get fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Or very least, if the horses did jump it for whatever reason, the wheels would get fucked up.
Yeah.
Flat
So-
tire.
Well, if they're not rubber, but it would deal some amount of damage to whoever just tries to barricade through it.
What if I jump the cart too, though?
I mean, I guess in that case you would jump over the spikes.
Okay, nice.
But yes, Asher,
I'll learn how to do that.
you get the travel pin ready as he kind of stops you guys. Hello. Sorry to stop you, good folks. It looks like you are traveling down to Ventento.
You sure?
Uh,
You're giving-
may I ask, what is your business traveling to Ventento?
Our business is business. I pass him the pin. We were ordered by the general to do some work down here.
Ah, the general. And which pin are you passing? Because I believe the one that you have is.
I have the
that's not
general's
me.
pin.
Okay.
I have the one that gives us passage from back and forth.
Oh, okay. And as you hand that to him, he's like, "Ah, oh, okay, I get this now. So, yes, yes, travel between the cities. Obviously, once you get into the city, find the barracks, and the captain should take this from you and give you your reward. Perfect. While we have you stopped here, we were just asking people along the way if they've seen any of the ne'er-do-wells that are plaguing our roads. And he kind of takes out of a pouch by his side 4 pieces of paper and passes it to you guys. And on the pieces of paper, you see a human male. Along the top, it says Graff, Graff. Like I said, human male, long black hair, slightly pointed ears, but still very much so human. And a nose that comes to a point. And I will say, if any of you want to make a... Actually, I'll go through the list. The second one, you see an orc, kind of like more slender features for an orc, very much so a female. And you can see like red tattoos kind of covering the top part of the body, and you assume it covers most of the body, but only the like shoulder and head is shown in the picture. Oh, and
So it have a name on it?
yes, this one says Olar.
Haven't seen them. Nope.
And the first one that he handed you with the human says Graph 100 gold. The one that says Olar says 300 gold. The next page says Beck, Becc, human female, short white hair. The drawing shows that they have long pointed canine teeth. You see 900 gold next to their name.
Damn.
And then the fourth picture, which strikes you all immediately, you see a goblin male, white hair, wide eyes, drawing is a full body, kind of in a squatted stance. You see the name Ismali, 3,000 gold.
Ismali's the guy from the Shroud, right?
Yes. Ismali is the goblin that helped you guys on your first quest.
Wow.
And then if you guys want to make
bounty.
if you guys want to make a intelligence check, the first one kind of strikes you guys, but you don't really know why.
Was it the one from the toll bridge?
Oh yeah, if you guess. So yeah, the first one, Graph Male, and then Hoovel, since you rolled nat 20, you also remember this. It is the one that had the large greatsword that striked you across the chest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hold up that paper and I say, yeah, we came across this fellow. And I like kind of pull down my shirt to show a scar across my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got me good there, but you guys shouldn't have much trouble with him from now on.
Oh, okay. Do you have any proof of slaying this foe, or?
Did we take anything from them? I think it was just the coin.
Yeah, I believe you guys just took the coin. You took their lean-to.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, I have his tent, and you can find his body in the river.
Okay. Well, and hands the
If you want to divination this tent, you can use it as proof.
Well, I can't do that, but if you go to the guard station, hand in this, and gives you the piece of paper to keep. Hand this to the guards. They should have someone that can check it out for you, especially if you have some of their personal belongings.
Very nice. As for the others, I do not believe I've seen any of them. I will say that there is an ogre about half a day's travel back.
Oh, an ogre.
Yeah. We avoided him, but you guys should know about it.
Yes. And kind of like shouts back at his companion. He's like, Griff, get this down. And you can see like the guard that's inside. The one that is outside is like human, but the one inside, same attire, but you can see kind of like half orc figure, furiously writing, and then like rolls up the piece of paper, sticks it in, and sends off like a carrier hawk. And just says, well, thank you for giving us that information. And says, Griff, give the nice folks here some coin for their troubles. And he goes back in, comes back out, and you guys each get 3 gold.
Yay. I mean, for just like a normal traveler, that would be kind of it. But
Yeah.
Adding 3 gold.
And they say, thank you for stopping and being so forthright with your information. And as he's saying this, he's removing the barricade from the barrel and kind of like moving the wooden spikes off to the sides.
oh, I like how you did that. That was cool.
Yeah. And you guys are let through.
And then I ask him as we're about to leave, how far until Ventento?
Ventento should be, if you travel straight there, you should get there by tonight.
Okay. Are there any other paths we should worry about? I thought this was the only road.
No, just stick to the road. Just what I meant by that is just don't wander off into the forest. That can get a bit dangerous. But yeah, yep, if you just keep going, you should get there by nightfall.
Okay, sweet. And then with that, I start the horses up.
Okay. The horses blowing smoke out of their noses, revving them up. Okay. So yeah, you guys travel along the path for another few hours. Anything you guys would like to do in this leg of the journey?
Oh, I would just like to get to Ventento. I'm tired of this rustic living as we've been.
It's been a bit
just
rustic.
like, who would do this? Just
Right.
The comforts of a bed and a roof over my head.
Okay.
I say as we're planning a medieval camping trip.
Ooh, I didn't mark which one this was. Give me a second. I didn't mark which board I wanted to go to. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Then... Oh.
Okay, well, I'm curious.
Ah.
the giant shrine pillar.
Okay. So yeah, you guys
Well,
travel
whatever
along.
tree this is.
You guys travel down this path, and off in the distance, you start seeing the shimmering water of the Great Lake of Ventento. You can see small speckles of buildings far off in the distance, not close enough to really make it out yet, but is close enough that you guys are starting to make out little bits of it. And as you kind of crest over this hill, you do see off to the side what looks to be a large monolithic statue with a person praying, and then across the way you do see kind of like a put together nature-y just like not ritualistic, but like just like an offering, kind of just a put together nature offering. But over here you do see a statue, and I'll say Asher, because of your background, you do see that this is a kind of like an offering statue to Cinder, the humanity god.
Less interested now.
Okay.
Yeah, where's the god of birds? You know,
What?
the superior god of birds.
It would probably fall under Cinder as well. He's the god of like humanity and anything that surrounds like mortals. I guess mortals would probably be a better word than humanity.
Oh.
It's the god that's closely associated with being mortal while still not being mortal.
Oh, so he's just a hypocrite.
That's a real brain twister there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Asher can kind of detest to this, but like while most of the gods don't really care about humanity and they're just doing their thing, Cinder cares about people.
Yeah.
And regularly interacts with them.
Okay, so he's kind of a good guy, I guess.
He's a good guy.
Does Asher share this information with us as we're passing?
I
Kind
believe.
of point at it.
Yeah, I
and-
believe you guys would have known this from doing the play.
But
At
I'll bring it up
Catherine's.
Yeah.
It wasn't really focused around that, but like kind of like the epilogue of the play would have mentioned like Cinder being the child of Jorg, who was the play about.
Okay. Then as we're passing by, I will stop
Okay.
and I approach the shrine.
Okay. And as you approach, you do see a kind of like thin farmer type kneeling down and praying to it. And then are the rest of you staying with the cart, or are you approaching as well?
Go. Go up there as well.
Okay.
As I approach, I'm gonna go up to the farmer
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask him if everything's all right.
He looks up to you and says, yes, sorry," and you see him like rub his eyes a bit, and he says, "Oh, I must have dozed off a bit while I was offering my thanks." And kind of like is blinking a bit. Are you here to offer your prayers to Cinder as well?
In a way, Cinder has blessed us with safe travels, and I wanted to pay that kindness forward. And I offer, I hold my hand out to the farmer.
Like in a handshake fashion, or
Hand is closed.
oh, like you're offering?
him, yeah, like I'm offering him something.
Okay. And you see as he kind of puts his hands out to grab it, he says back to you and says, "Well, that's good to hear. Cinder kind of gets a bad rap, being one of the lesser of the gods, but I mean, it is somewhat well deserved, obviously, but he does appreciate offerings as well."
And I give the farmer the 3 gold.
Okay. And he nods and smiles and takes in, looks very appreciative, and goes and kind of like puts the 3 gold in front of the statue kind of at the base, and says like a small prayer.
As he goes to put it at the base,
Mm-hmm.
I want to stop him. And I say, I do appreciate you offering it to him, but I am offering him kindness paid forward. That is for you.
And he stops and holds it and says, "Well, thank you. I'm sure Cinder would appreciate that. And I do as well."
And then I give him a small bow, and I put 1 more coin on the base of the shrine.
Okay. And he says, "Much appreciated, Traveler."
And then with that, I head back to the cart.
Okay.
It's like,
Asher, are you
"You're
doing anything
kind."
while you're over
Oh
here?
no, I was just observing.
Okay.
You're a kind
Asher,
fellow Blanche.
as you head back, Asher,
Mhm.
he does call out to you. And he
Oh.
says, "A word."
Oh. Hey there. What can I do for you?
He kind of just looks at you, and you can see like his eyes narrow slightly, more so than like his crow feet eyes already would be. But he gets a little bit closer and lowers his voice slightly, and just says, "Be careful with your source of power. Elwyn can be interesting, but can go a bit far if you, the more you receive from her."
I lean in a little closer. You too? If he says nothing, I just leave.
just a word of advice. Have safe travels, Asher.
I leave.
Okay.
Blanche? Have we
Yes?
met that man before?
No.
Okay, very good. Let's continue.
All right. As you continue, Asher, you hear on the wind, almost as if it was right next to your ear. Don't listen to him, Asher. He just isn't fun since getting more responsible with his powers.
So he was of service too. I
But
fold my arms.
as you move away with the horses, you can see the old man kind of like bows as you guys leave in your direction.
And then as we're leaving, I just turn to Asher, and it's like better to make friends with them early.
I suppose. Let's be friends with everyone.
Okay. Yeah, but you guys continue along your travels, getting ever so near to your destination, Ventento. At this point, like, you can still see it, and every now and then it dips below the horizon as you guys go down hills, and as you reach the peaks of them, you see it more clearly every single time, till eventually the sun, about an hour before sunset, you guys arrive at your destination. And I will pull you over.
I mute myself, but you hear me coughing in Paisley's mic.
There's no escape.
Okay, and then turn this a little bit down. Okay, and there's Asher. Google. Blanche. Couple horses.
Oh.
Okay.
I was expecting so much more, Kyle.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I have been showing Dakota some of this. But yeah, you guys arrive in Ventento. The just pre sunset gleam off the water, you can see what you're walking in right now is kind of like a farmstead with some houses off to the side. They seem to be more recently built housing.
Complete with a bus stop.
And as you guys are walking through, you see off in the distance just more housing along a riverbank, a large mossed over tower along the other side of the riverbank. And then further in, you see what looks to be an impossibly large lake.
Did you say a large mossed over tower?
I did.
And Hoovel didn't get hard?
Just past the river, you see an impossibly large lake spreading out along the shoreline and just into the lake. You can see more homesteads built along different bridges and barges. You see a variety of different home styles, like they were built by different people, and different artisans had different ideas, and it just doesn't seem to mix extremely well, but the randomness of everything kind of coalesces into one singular town. You can see that like the different small islands just off of the shore have different styles of building. Some of them seem more like compact and sporadic. Some seem more laid out and designed. And then between all of these, you see a variety of different boats, going from rowboats to a few people-sized boats to large ships arriving and departing from the port. This is Ventento, the city built on a great lake.
Very peaceful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you guys do arrive, I will probably call it an early session. But next time we will pick up with you guys getting into Ventento, doing anything that you guys want to immediately. Before then, I will make sure to get you guys that pamphlet. I have it written up, but
Sweet.
I need to put it together in pamphlet form.
And
Okay.
it'll be at our regular time too, I think.
Yes,
The 2
and
PM
next
time.
time will be our regular time.
Yeah. it's a good
Um,
session.
Okay, so next week's 15th. Okay.
All right. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you bitches next time.
See ya,
Bye.
bitches, next time. Also, don't fuck horses.